Hey, welcome back. Ain't no river wide enough. This is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. We're talking a lot about getting fired up and not sitting around waiting for what the new president-elect is going to do, or quite frankly, what the current government's going to do. It's all about getting up, getting back in the world, participating. I want to go through these email addresses again. Let me see. The one that in California that you can go to is www.leginfo. So it's legislative info. So it's leginfo.california.ca. So leginfo.ca.gov. And you can click there and you can find out anything you want to know about your legislative representatives. You can find out telephone numbers, addresses, you name it, how they voted, and so on and so forth. The next one I gave you in the last segment was find out about congressional leaders in Washington, D.C. You can go to www.congress.org. And I mean, they have everything you could ever want to know about anybody that's holding a congressional seat, how they voted, how to contact them, you know, what they think, what's going on, what businesses they're in charge of, what committees they're on, all that stuff. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible, all right? Now, here's something I want you to remember, okay? So don't stop paying attention to what is going on with the elected officials just because your guy or gal didn't get elected, okay? Don't throw in the towel and say, I didn't vote for this person, so it's not my problem anymore. The people who did vote for them, it's all their fault. If it doesn't work, the people that voted for them, it's their fault. And the truth is, nah, it's everybody's fault. So we've got an email that you want to read. It kind of goes to that, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's a great email. And it says, Hi, Clay. This is from Sue. It says, Hi, Clay. I have some friends who have been bitterly divided over the election this year. And now that the election is over, I'm even more worried about having them in the same room. Do you have any suggestions on bridging the divide?
Yeah. You know, it's like I said earlier with the other caller, the phrase I used was creatively aligned. People have to get together and say, okay, we have to bury the hatchet, not in each other, but bury the hatchet on the issues of belief and say, okay, what's best for the whole? What's best for America? And then we have to figure out how we're going to do that. And I got to tell you, I want opposing sides looking at every single action that the president or the Senate or the House is going to take on. I don't want full agreement. So I want you to disagree, but not take it personally. Okay, I don't want you to not have coffee together or not have a great holiday season or not be friends with each other just because of a belief system or a political party belief, right? It's healthy to not agree. It is unhealthy to take it personal. Very nice. You got it?
Okay, and here's one other one, too, that just came in, actually, while you were talking about that one or addressing that issue. And this is from Maureen. And she says, well, I hear what you're saying about being a participant in whatever is coming next. I've never been fond of showing my political stripes. So I do a lot of under-the-radar type work for things I believe in. Yeah. My husband says, though, that I'm being hypocritical. What do you say?
You know, everybody has their own way of dealing with what they believe. And if that's the way you feel comfortable doing and participating, great. You know, it's better than somebody sitting down, being quiet, and doing nothing, all right? The doing nothing part is how we got into the trouble we're in. So don't let anybody tell you you're doing it the wrong way. You just keep doing what you're doing. If you want to stand up and get visible later on, please feel free to do so. But if you want to do it the way you're doing it, just keep doing it. Just don't fall into the old trap of doing nothing. You know, the old, like I said earlier, I didn't vote for him, therefore I'm not going to play. So you have to really understand that, okay?
There's this great quote, Clay. I just have to interject this. Yeah. And this is by Elaine Maxwell. And I think this also addresses that email, too. It says, my will shall shape the future. Whether I fail or succeed shall be no man's doing but my own. I am the force. I can clear any obstacle before me or I can be lost in the maze. My choice, my responsibility, win or lose. Only I hold the key to my destiny.
Right on. I mean, that's what I say. I say only I have a say in how my life turns out, all right? See, you can get all the input you want. You can listen to all the opinions you want. But you have to make the choice, and then you have to live with it. If you want to choose to do nothing, don't complain. If you want to choose to get involved, and let's dance, okay? So remember I said you don't have to write a blog. You don't have to sign a petition. You don't have to run for an office. You don't have to pick anyone or anything. You don't have to do a public speech. You don't even have to leave your house to do what I'm asking you to do. All you have to do is know who to call and have an opinion and say what you want to say. They will listen. So that's the name of this game, all right? So now, I said earlier, don't throw in the towel if, and say, I didn't vote for that person, so quite frankly, it's not my problem. You can't do that. You have to be aware of what's going on Capitol Hill. Now, here's another website I want you to take a look at. You want to know what's going on Capitol Hill? You want to stay right up on top of it? Go to www.rollcall, rollcall.org, O-R-G, rollcall.org. The newspaper of Capitol Hill says 1955. I mean, they tell you virtually everything that's going on, who's behind it, who's against it, where it's coming from, and it's the absolute truth.
Now, Clay, are you going to be posting these websites or these links on your webpage?
I could.
I think that would be an awesome idea.
I could, yeah. So we got www.congress.org. We've got www.rollcall.org. We've got www.leginfo.california.gov. All right, so those are the three places you can get just about anything you could ever want, any information you want on any legislative person, on any contact anywhere. And now with Roll Call, you can know what's going on just as any news media would, or anybody that's in the state senate or in the capital of any state or the federal government. So you can get involved, and it's right there on the net. It's really easy to read, nothing hard about it at all right? You can find out who's saying what. You can even download podcasts and subscribe to the Roll Call, and it's delivered to your email address. Or you can get a printed version delivered to your door if you want. The point is that there's no excuse for not being informed. It's your duty. It's like, come on, we got to wake up, come alive. We have to read. We have to have an opinion. We have to speak it. We have to call our representatives and make sure they know what's important to us. And we also want to let them know that, hey, we're watching you. We're not brain dead anymore. We believed in you once. Guess what? We're coming on. We're going to be a part of the team now. So you have to pay attention to the specific measurable results that your legislative leaders attain. In other words, you have to really see, are they doing what they said they were going to do by when they said they were going to do it? Or, if they don't say by when they're going to get something done, it's just gibberish. Without a date, nothing gets done. You have to get involved in the organizations whose mission is important to you, or support the organizations, individuals who are already involved in the issues that you care about. You can have a say in what you believe, okay? Don't assume that legislative action is the only solution to a problem. It's not. Often the solution to a problem is much, much simpler than we think. Acknowledge and thank those who are making a difference, and thank those who are making good on their promises they make. Here's one for you. Ready? Stop complaining and start creating. All right? So stand up and be willing to be visible and make a difference where a difference needs to be made. That's the dance here. I've been speaking that for 2 years now on my show. You are the only person who has a say in how your life or my life turns out. And if you don't want to stand up and have a say, don't bitch. We clear about that? Okay, I've got to go on a break now. We can come back to the final segment of the show, and I'm going to dance with you. So get on back here, stand at attention, get a pencil, and get ready.